Buy some
Right
more.
when I hit live, it started glitching. Now you're like behind again.
Am I glitching?
Say something.
Am I glitching already? Hey,
No, I think you're good. I think you're good.
damn it, Dakota.
All
Dude,
right,
don't be
we
surprised
are
when this whole thing goes off the rails.
live. Welcome everybody back to another edition of Chairgatin. I'm your host Rattlesnake, coming at you live from the Snake Pit here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Joined by my co-host Dakota. What up, Dakota?
What up, boy? Yep. Just enjoy it while it lasts. This computer's a piece of crap. And I'm here though, south of Atlanta, in Georgia. The dirty boy, go fucking dogs. Man, Nashville. We had a little race, a little heater the Sunday night. Let's break it down. Let's talk everything as we get ready for this off weekend of nothing we're gonna watch.
Let's do it. What's up? It's Chairgatin coming at you live.
Hello, come right in. Rock, flag, and eagle.
Oh, am I still here?
You're still here.
As soon as the intro started, it glitched on my screen. I was like, dude, I'm about to throw this laptop in the fucking yard.
Oh my god. I hope my internet's okay. I lost power last night.
It's glitching now. God damn it. Dude, I'll get on my phone if I got to.
You know what? My internet's not that great either right now. Can you hear me?
I'll get on my fucking phone if I got to.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine. It was glitching. Yeah. Give me 2 seconds and go ramble, and I'll be right back.
It might be me. My internet's slow.
Watch this.
Oh my god.
Oh, is it slow?
Well, it might be me.
You say I'm glitching. I'm not glitching. Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, it's me. Wouldn't that make more sense?
That is true. You can try it?
Why don't you ramble? I'll get on my phone and let's just see if it's better. And if it's glitches on my phone, then it's you.
All right, yeah. Then we'll know.
I gotta go. I'm going on.
Oh man, welcome to Chairgatin. This is exactly how we do it. Yeah, hopefully it was him and not me, because my internet speed actually kind of sucks right now. I lost power the other night. Don't know what happened. My internet's been acting kind of weird ever since. While we wait for Dakota, just want to mention that we are brought to you by Yeats, yeatsofficial.com. You can check out all these cool shades I got in front of me. Oh, this pair would be great for 4th of July coming up. yeatsofficial.com, 10% off discount code Chairgatin, and you can look this cool. So give it a try, and hopefully Dakota comes back soon. But until then, we had a race in Nashville. It was good. I kind of want to wait for Dakota so we can break down the race. And if you've noticed, I went ahead and titled this episode Off Week, just so everyone knows. Me and Dakota are protesting. We are not watching this race. We have no interest in this race. It doesn't seem like something we would like. So we're not going to watch it. We're protesting this race. And so we're probably just going to take off for the podcast as well. Hence the title, Off Week.
Does that work? Oh, God. This is ghetto.
That's better.
That kind of works.
That's better.
I can barely see you, but can you hear me okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
I feel like I can get a better stand of some sort.
Yeah, do you have like headphones you can put on so you get like a mic?
I got AirPods.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very good. Whatever. I don't care.
It's probably the stupid hood. Nobody look.
It's a cost of beauty, my man.
Oh man. How was Nashville?
I mean, what do you think? I enjoyed it. I don't know if you saw my tweet. I had my rankings put up for.
I saw you posted like 20 races. I was like, God damn.
What up, homies? What up, Nick? Well, I just listed all the races that we've had this season. All I did was just go into our notes, and I just kind of broke them out into what ranking I gave them.
Yeah.
And then that's how I figured it out. What my best races were of the year.
I can't see the comments on here. That sucks.
Oh well, I'll read them out to you.
Yeah, that'll work.
So
I mean, what do you expect in this goddamn fucking 2023?
I mean, I can just read this list off. You want to hear the list? See what you think.
Yeah.
All right. Number 1. Should I go from best or to worst? Which way?
Go from worst to best.
Okay, cool. So, okay, number 19, Martinsville was the worst. And I just purely went off what my ratings were for these races.
And we're at what, 20 races? No,
19.
We're at 19 races. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dumbass.
with the Clash and the All-Star. So 19 was Martinsville, 18 was Sonoma. And honestly, looking back at some of these, I would probably move them around a little bit. I just went purely based off what we rated these after the race. Number 17 was the All-Star race. That was a snoozer, unfortunately. Number 16 was Vegas. 15, Bristol. 14, Gateway. 13, Phoenix. 12, Atlanta.
This all sounds appropriate.
Sorry, 12 is the Clash, above Phoenix. 11 is Atlanta. 10 is Dega. 9 is Dover. 8 is Richmond. 7 was the Daytona 500. 6 was Coda. And here's the top 5. Number 5 was Darlington. You notice I still haven't said Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Nashville.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wrote my rating down.
Okay, so we'll see where you're at. Number 3 is Fontana. Number 2 is Coke 600. Number 1 was Kansas. So I thought it was interesting. The top 5 was really similar to last year.
Yeah, that does sound. All those, I was like, that sounds right.
It was almost identical. I think Nashville wasn't in the top 5 last year, but it was damn near identical, which I just thought was interesting. So clearly, these cars, we can see where they're running well and where they're not.
We read between the lines.
The bottom 5 and the top 5 seem to be the same kind of each year. So
NASCAR, get your shit together.
Yeah.
That sit there. No.
Speaking of getting your shit together, I guess we can wait to talk about the off week next week. We can, I guess, do a rundown of Nashville first.
Yeah, let's just talk about Nashville. I was plagued with some crazy ass thunderstorm that came through the area.
Right.
And literally, I'd been working in the fucking yard all weekend and shit. And then I was like, oh, let me get inside and, take a shower real quick before race gets on. Take a shower real quick, get, my PJs and race stuff on. I go in there and sit in my chair, watch green flag. I'm like, oh, NBC, inject it up my ass, please. I was like, dude, this is so good. And it's like lap 11. I'm like, man, they're clocking laps off. Like, I'm kind of like, I'm like, let me get a beer ready. Like getting ready. Like,
right.
I'm already kind of behind. I usually like to already be ready to watch race, but I was like, let me grab a beer. I come and sit down, and then literally the power just goes, and I was like, the fuck? And like you could tell it was about to storm. Like wind was whipping. It was crazy ass thunderstorm, and I was like, it'll come back on. It'll come back on. And I literally
just sitting there in the dark. This is like the meme with the dog when everything's on fire around him, and he's like, it's fine.
Like it'll come back on, and I knew it would record on YouTube TV, but I was like, what should I do? Like, should I try to watch it on my phone? But at my house, if you're not on the Wi-Fi, there's like not really good service.
Right.
And so I tried pulling up on my phone, and then I was like, well, how will I charge my phone? Like, it'll kill it watching it on the race.
Mm-hmm.
But I put up the race, and it was all blurry and like, and I was like, my feed usually is. And I was like, well, fuck this.
And that's with your Wi-Fi.
Yeah. So that's the computer. That ain't my Wi-Fi. Like, I'm on my Wi-Fi right here. My Wi-Fi is good. This computer sucks.
Maybe it is the computer. That's a good point. You're on your phone on the Wi-Fi and it's working fine.
No, my Wi-Fi is badass. That's why when the computer takes 10 minutes to turn on.
All right. So maybe you are right. I guess we have solved that mystery. Maybe it is actually the computer.
But I was like, what the fuck? So I pulled up MRN on the NASCAR app, and it sucks because I usually like to listen to Kevin Scanner, but it was like one or the other. So I just went and got my Bluetooth speaker, put it in the window, and just had MRN blasting in the house. We lit some candles. Felicia played on her phone, and I just sat there and like relaxed in my recliner and listened to the race and stared out the window.
Dude, that's awesome. Was it a better experience?
Well, it wasn't bad, but I was actually like really looking forward to watching NBC. So that
Yeah,
was kind
that's
of the
true.
buzzkill. Like if it had been a Fox race, I'd been like, this isn't bad at all.
You're like just staring out the window, and you're like, "This is a
Dude,
better view than
well, that was
Fox
the
has ever
thing.
given
There
me."
was no power. I opened the windows in the house. There was a breeze come through with the rain crashing and the
Ooh,
thunder.
yeah, that's
And
nice.
dude, it was literally like, and then the race playing. I was like, I could take a nap right now.
Oh, I'm surprised you didn't.
But it was actually relaxing. But the race sounded so fucking insane on MRN. I was like, oh, shit, man, the three wide battle for the
Yeah,
lead,
just
and then
constantly.
4 laps, and I'm like, watch this be like the best fucking race. And then they're like, Kevin Harvick is motoring through the field after his penalty. He's all the way up to fourth, and I was sitting there like, if this motherfucker wins, and I'm having to listen to MRN, I was like, I'm gonna be so mad and
That'd be
so
kind of a
happy.
cool story.
Yeah, but I was like,
I've
God damn it.
occasionally had to listen to races on the radio,
Yeah,
and it's a different experience, but I mean, it's kind of cool.
yeah, it's not bad at all. It's not a
It
bad product.
it's
It's
almost
just
like
kind
you
of
can
like,
envision it, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
you
you're
can
using
see it
your mind.
when they're saying it. You're like you can almost see it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then like they're talking about the battle for the lead, and then Ross walking off the end, Truex is chasing them down, and can he get them? And they do such a good job on MRN. They don't
Yeah.
get talked about enough. Like those guys kill it. And
That's a really good point. That doesn't get discussed enough. We talk about Fox and NBC, but
yeah,
yeah, they do a really good job.
yeah, the race sounded amazing. So I had it recorded, had power back come back on Monday. That's power was out all night. It didn't come back on till like 5 in the morning.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that sucked. And but anyways, we that Monday, I got home and I turned it on and just sped through commercials and watched it in like an hour and a half.
That's kind of
And
nice though when you get to speed through the
yeah,
commercials.
it sucks, but then
Yeah.
you can watch the 4 hour race in like an hour.
Yeah, it's
And
cool.
yeah, but I saw the highlights and good points and Kevin's tire and Reddick's tire falling off and shit. And I was like, man, the stands were packed, good looking crowd. I
Yep.
literally seeing everything. I was like, wow, this looks like the best of the Nashville races so far.
Yep. I
Give
agree.
Nashville some credit. This race was a banger. The vibe looked good on TV. Like everything looked fun.
I know. Well, okay. So a couple things. I think I'm not going to give them too much credit because
Yeah, you still can't bring your cooler, I guess.
I know it was still warm. I heard people saying it was hot, but it was
Yeah.
definitely not as hot as it was. Was that last year or 2 years ago when
Dude, they
they
started to bitch at like 2 o'clock.
and they ran out? Yeah, because it was so
Yeah,
hot.
it was yeah, they ran out of water. That one was a
So
motherfucker.
they
There
didn't have
it
to
is.
deal with that this year. And the product on the track was so good. It was the best race they've had yet, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That it was just kind of like they almost lucked into just a
way
perfect
better.
situation. They're like, oh, it's not as hot as it was last year. The racing's better than ever. Everyone's kind of happy. They'll forget about the coolers. I'm not forgetting about the goddamn coolers.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you, I will not forget.
You better thank a goddamn again.
You better think again, Nashville. Yeah.
Oh,
A great race though. We've been kind of bitching about NASCAR. It's been here and there, up and down the past couple weeks, but I got to give it to him, man. This was a good race.
yeah, great race. Best of Nashville so far. And I think somebody was fucking champion of pick winners. Picked them, call them like you see them. Get that fucking
Isn't that
round of
2 now
applause.
for me?
That's 2 for you, dude. You got Ross, and you got Kyle Larson.
Yeah, it was a Larson one. Yeah.
All-Star.
Was it? Was it also? I remember it was a Larson pick. I do remember that.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, awesome. Call like see him. The fucking broadcast is free every Thursday except next week, or when we're
Except
busy,
when we have off weeks, which we'll discuss.
or when we're busy. But
yeah, or just
man,
when we just don't want to do this because we're
Ross
busy.
spanked their ass, bro.
Yeah. It was nice to see, honestly. I think everybody was kind of I think everybody was like, that's kind of nice to see him back in victory lane. And I know everybody there's a lot of people that hate him and stuff, but it's just I think it's good for NASCAR when he can win, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think especially like the year he's had and how he was all in the headlines and this and that for negative this and that. And what happened to his speed? And it's like he went
he's
out,
run up
spanked
front
their ass.
plenty. Like he's been there.
He was fast in practice, got the pole. I mean, he fell back to like 6th or 7th there.
Yep.
Like Martin Truex is on a heater right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I
That
thought
dude's
we were about
so
to see
hot.
another win. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, and he gave him a run for his money. William Byron was up there. Reddick was really fast before his
Yep.
tire fucked up.
Big time.
But yeah, Ross. Yeah, I mean that was he persevered and took the win back.
Yeah,
It was a good
he earned
race.
it.
Good side by side racing. Good guys. I kept seeing and hearing like, oh, they can't pass, but I'm like, well, Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick had penalties, went to the rear and came back.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't ever really think that. I saw a lot of
Yeah.
passing. I guess people were just looking up front, maybe, but there was plenty of passing going on the track.
Mm-hmm. Clean air was king. Clearly, like once guys got up front, it was hard. But then, like you saw, Truex and Denny Hamlin battled for a couple laps there, side by side for the lead, and Denny raced the shit out of him and kept it on the high side. I was like, dude, this is awesome.
That might have been the best battle, actually. Yeah.
That was in the 3 wide with Ross, William Byron, and Martin Truex on that restart.
Yeah.
Dude, like, and what I love, I mean, NBC, I can't even praise them enough. But, dude, NBC, like, Junior and Jeff Burton, like, flipping out was so awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, we do need to at least address that, how good it is to have them back. It's just so apparent, and I don't know anybody.
Literally just turning practice on. I was like, oh, God.
And it's weird. Everybody just kind of unanimously agrees on this. It's not really even a discussion anymore.
No, I saw a guy on Twitter that was like, Fox is clearly better. And I was like,
I saw that, and I was like, is that guy just trolling? Because
yeah, is he smoking crack?
Because it's such an absurd take. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like gotten to this point that even someone saying that makes me like kind of laugh and be like, oh, good one.
Let's see, rascal.
Right. Like when your buddy shows up with a case of Bud Light now, you're like, okay, that's good. That's
Joke's
funny.
on
That's
you.
funny. I get it.
Good one, man. Good one.
It's like a joke at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm happy.
I saw like a lot of
product.
Barstool people were there, not like the wannabe NASCAR fans, like celebrities.
Yeah,
there at the race.
It
was cool, but it was also like they're like, yay, NASCAR, and it's like, at least you're here, I guess.
Well, that was because that was the same. I think it was the same weekend they opened a Barstool bar in Nashville.
Yeah, which was kind of great timing.
Right. I was like, I think
it
just lined up nicely for them to all
convenient.
just be
but
there.
then it makes people that came for the bar are like, oh yeah, NASCAR's in town, something to do, some exposure, blah blah blah, whatever. Right. But it was still pretty cool to see like people at it, I guess.
Do you? I don't know if you watch this podcast. I don't, but I know of it. It's the like Bussin' with the Boys podcast or whatever with the NFL players.
I like those guys, and then I hate those guys.
Yeah, same. So I just know them on social media. I really don't watch their podcast. But did you see their shit with the Beer Olympics?
Yeah, and I thought that was funny and cool at first, but then like 12 hours later, my whole Instagram feed was like, and now we're playing beer pong again.
That's true.
I was like,
flooded
I almost
with it.
brought it up to you. I was like, okay, y'all are still playing beer pong. And they're like, penalty on the court. And I was like, dude, this is like, stop being funny 4 hours ago.
Well, I think it was just a bunch of dudes that were just getting drunk together.
Yeah, which is great. I saw a bunch of like.
It definitely made me want to be there. I was like, that looks fun as shit,
it was
dude.
Cool.
Like, I want to do that with the boys. Like, that would be a fun thing. That was my comment. I was like, is this what White Boy Summer means?
Yes, it looked fun. But I was like, dude, I've seen enough.
Yeah. But yeah, Nashville looked like it was a lot of fun. It looked like it was going down this weekend, man. So
yeah, it looks like we won't go there.
Nope.
How do we feel about Sunday night races?
I absolutely hate Sunday night races. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah, I think it's stupid, and then I keep seeing like, oh, well, target audience views, and it's like, so what about the fans?
Yeah, I guess NFL does it, so it must work. I don't like it. One thing I really like about dirt racing and like local short tracks and stuff is that they run Saturday night races. I think that's perfect. You can run until midnight.
Racing to me is a Saturday night thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if you go like to your local track, it's going to be a Saturday night, which is great because you can run until like midnight, right? If you have lights, and you don't have to worry about it because you're like, yeah, it's Sunday tomorrow. I
Yeah,
hate this
if it
concept of
rained, you got a whole extra day, not Monday.
Yep. I agree. I hate
You
the concept of a Sunday night
Well, that's the thing is,
race.
like, I contemplated trying to run up to Nashville. Oh, wait, it's Sunday night. Yep, can't do that.
Can you see the
I
comment right now or no?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, okay. So you can
Um,
see the comments.
no, I can see the whole stream. I can't see, like I can't see them unless you post. I can click
Oh,
and find them, but, they're not on my little
I see what you're
sidebar.
saying. So you see it just on the screen like anybody else.
Yeah, I'm
Nick
seeing the stream.
said, hate it. Most fans have to work Monday morning. Yeah, a
Yeah.
vast majority of fans.
The
have to
race
work
ended
Monday.
at what, 10:30?
Yeah.
I'd have to drive 4 hours home, gotta work at 6. I get home at 2 or 3 AM. Like, it's just not plausible. And I get, like, hey, they still had a good turnout, but, hey, you probably had a bigger one if it was on Saturday.
Yeah, I think
Like,
so. I
Saturday
like
night racing to me is NASCAR. Like, Sunday night racing it's one thing, like, the Daytona 500 starts at 3 and ends at
that's
the
different.
dusk. Like, I'm talking about starting motherfucker at 7
Yeah,
PM on a Sunday.
that's different because that's also when the sun goes down early.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's that time of year where the sun's going. Now we're in the summertime. We're in
Yeah.
July. Like this is when sun's not going down till 8 o'clock at night. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. We could be running Saturday nights. Start when the sun's still up and you're just finish up when the sun's going down. That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't care if that thing starts at 7 Saturday night. It's just like, I don't know, man. That's just people probably aren't gonna wanna have as much fun because they have to wake up early, or now they gotta take a day off of work. It's just kinda shitty, and then oh, thanks, man, I love you. Um, I
Read
deserve
this,
that.
Dakota.
That was really
Hey,
funny.
driver, drive
Drive
these.
these. What and then, well, there was gonna be like there's some sort of event this Sunday or some shit.
No, it's an
Um
off week.
That's right, and then but Atlanta next weekend's a Sunday night race, and it's like, what in the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, that one kinda is a buzzkill. I know friends are like, "Oh, it's on Sunday? I don't wanna go." I'm like,
That's
"Yeah,
another
I
thing, dude. If I
understand."
go, I'm gonna have to take off work Monday.
Yeah. Oh, you're still thinking about it? I thought you totally gave up.
Oh no,
Um,
it's gonna be like a game time decision. You said you got a
dude,
ticket, right?
I can get another one.
Oh, well, I thought you said you had a ticket. That's different.
Dude, I'm gonna have tickets.
Okay. No, it's gonna be a game time decision. You know what? I'll make a decision this week.
Alright.
Yeah, I might come out. Honestly, there's
Up
a
to you.
chance.
We could go.
I mean, I want to.
Yeah, I know.
So anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Summertime, NBC's back. Goodbye, Fox. That's great. Uh, I don't know, man. You wanna rate this bad boy?
Yeah, you know what? I already rated mine. So let me
I
pull
did
it up.
too.
Okay, well, you can say yours if you want while I pull mine up.
I will mention Toyotas were fast all weekend. Chevy won, I know, but I think like Gibbs is. It almost seems. I know Hendricks is still there. They're probably gonna clock off some wins, but like Gibbs is kind of establishing their dick on the table here.
Hey, did we talk about your opinion on Barry?
No, we meant to talk about it last week, and we never even fucking brought
Yeah,
it up.
see, you know what? That's something we can discuss because
Yeah,
I watched the Dale podcast with Josh Berry on it, and
yeah, I listened to it over the weekend.
huh, that's really interesting. I learned a lot about him.
Yeah, yeah, it almost made me like him, or like I like Barry, but it made me like him more.
Did it get you a little excited? You're like, okay, I might keep up with the 4 now.
No, I don't think there could be a better replacement. I think like signing like clearly they fucked up on the Kyle Busch thing, but it's like
Yeah.
not for related, but like grabbing a good replacement or a good driver to have in your company.
Yeah.
But Barry, up and coming, available, snagged him from the Chevy camp. He's a wheel man. He's gonna drive the. I mean, it's probably gonna take some growing pains, but once he kind of gets the groove of things, he's a wheel man. And earned his way up. From the late model series all the way to Xfinity. Junior always saw something in him, and here
Yeah,
he is. He's got a shot.
Did you ever see his like stats in the
He's like a god in late model.
late model?
No, I've always heard about it. Like Josh Berry's that guy.
Okay, yeah, I have it pulled up. Listen to this. I haven't done the math to like know the percentage or whatever. I guess I could figure it out pretty quickly, but He raced in 56 races. He started in 56 cars, late model, stock car, tour racing series. 56 races. He won 22 of 56.
That's almost half.
That's insane. That's an insane win percentage. That's
the
like
man can
Richard
drive.
Petty in black and white era win percentage. That doesn't exist in modern sports.
No, it doesn't. Yeah, the dude can drive.
That's impressive as shit, dude.
He's like a young Tony Stewart, man. He's a wheelman. I didn't really. Everybody like jerked off about Tony's comment about I don't want no daddy's money. I want a guy that earned his way. And it was like, well, what the fuck's in your Xfinity series program?
Yeah. Did you like my Cole Custer gif of him? Like,
yeah. I was kind of like, what? What are you talking about? But
I get it. I get what he's saying. Like,
yeah,
and I'm sure he truly does believe that. Cool. But yeah, I know he does like working with up and coming drivers. Obviously, he was the one that was pushing for somebody to hire Larson when nobody would because he knew the talent level. You know, he owns a dirt sprint car series. He owns a drag racing team. Like he invests in young talent. So I'm not gonna take away from that comment. Like, of all people, Tony Stewart really does invest in young talent. It's just kind of funny because you're like, dude, you staff a lot of rich kids.
But dude, I literally like because I was always like, well, who's gonna go to the four, and then the Barry like rumors started rumbling. I was like, that's the best thing that could happen, honestly. Like, it's gonna be in good hands. Can't wait to see what Barry does. I literally was like, well, shit, I kind of want to see what Barry does, but I was also like, I don't want to just be a homer and stay with it. I mean, I'm also very nervous for like, well, what about the rest of Stewart Haas? They are absolute garbage right now.
Chris says Stewart Haas has to get better as a team. They no longer have a top driver to carry them 100%.
Yeah, like Barry's going to have to learn.
Is their best driver Barry at this point? Rookie?
I mean, dude, in the last month, where the fuck has Briscoe been? He straight up ran 31st like all night Sunday.
Dude, he was hyped up.
Ryan Preece, I said, all right, Ryan Preece, if you're going to show me something, do it this year. And Ryan Preece is non-fucking existence.
I've always
Eric
said
Almirola, don't
Ryan
get me
Preece
started. Yeah, I just kind of like I like Briscoe's a wheel man. He can drive. Clearly,
he was hyped up when he came in. Everybody thought he was going to be.
I just kind of, I think it's the cars. I don't know. It's just kind of like, what the fuck, man.
At a certain point, it probably has to be a team thing because also Harvick does not perform. I know he's performed like
it seems like he's getting every fucking ounce of his shit car.
And he's performed like this for the past couple seasons, so it's easy to forget how fucking good Harvick was just a couple years ago and how good he's been. So you could even say he has shit equipment right now, and he's just that good that's what he can do with it.
I think if he was in better equipment, a good God.
Yeah. I mean, it's Kevin Harvick. He's
It's crazy, man. So I'm really nervous for I'm like, let's see what you can do, Barry. But I'm also nervous that like all four cars will be back there. No, I didn't cry at that. I was kind of like, oh, that was pretty cool. But yeah, I'm happy for Barry. That's gonna be really cool for him. So best replacement they could have chose. He's a good driver. Stewart Haas needs to get Stewart Haas has got some explaining to do.
I don't think Briscoe as a driver is worse than BJ McLeod. Yet BJ passes him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
kind of like, but I'm also like taking this opportunity, like, hey, I've been there, done that. We part way. This is my opportunity to like, who am I going to root for?
So here's the thing.
I stayed with the 4-car because
here's the thing, especially with the amount that we bitch about NASCAR, and with a guy like Josh Berry coming in, who after listening to the podcast, because you listened to that one, right? Dale Jr. downloaded with Josh Berry. I was like, man, there's a whole nother world that could be developing more and more now with Jr. and Harvick and everybody invested in the Cars Tour. And now I'm kind of interested because I just watched the race last night with Larson, and there was some really good battles. And it was really good stock car racing. And I was like, damn, like, and do I need to start watching that series? Because if a guy like Josh Berry can come up into the Cup Series and succeed, do we need to look at the Cars Tour more now and be like, are these the next guys coming up?
Yeah, are these names you see here names you're going to see
And
in
I
the
know they
future?
have already. I know this has been an ongoing thing. I just think there's a lot more investment in it now than there ever has been. And there's a lot
Yeah.
of former NASCAR, big NASCAR people that are still in NASCAR that are now investing in the Cars Tour. It just makes me think.
Yeah. And some other rumors, Barry leaves JRM to go cup racing. About, would you put Carson Hocevar from the Truck Series in the 8 car? I think he could wheel the shit out of that.
Yeah.
I think that's a solid replacement. There's also the
100%.
rumor that Eric Almirola's out. I think that's a solid move. And I really don't know how Michael McDowell as a replacement, but I'm kind of like, I think the 34 car is better than the 10 car right now.
Yeah. Honestly.
Like,
That's why I was like, I don't know, man. That's like a lateral move.
I kept seeing stuff about the fucking FRM is talking about. No, I
I can
can't.
see Dakota pulling for Truex. They both
I could have. I love Truex, but I can't. And plus Truex only got like a year left.
If I was
But
in charge of SHR, I would put RC with Chase and bring in someone from JRM who worked with Josh. Oh, yeah, that's actually somebody that
not
worked with
terrible idea.
Josh. But I mean, I don't know. I do like that combo of him and Josh Berry.
Well, that's the
going
thing.
into it.
I thought Rodney was going to retire. I thought like Rodney's gonna retire too, but now he's staying. I was like, well, that could be pretty sweet. Rodney with Josh, like that'll be solid.
Speaking
They're
of
both
Rodney,
similar backgrounds.
and the Cars Tour,
Yeah.
his driver, Riggs, Lane Riggs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I keep seeing that dude's name.
Yeah, so he won, and the crew chief was Rodney.
Rodney Childers.
And
Rodney still got it, man.
Team owner was Kevin Harvick. Once again, Cars Tour, dudes coming up that we're probably going to hear more about. But did you hear the latest news that they got their dub revoked?
Well, was it revoked?
It was something, they were cheating somehow.
Yeah.
I think it was a sway bar.
Yeah.
So anyway, a lot of people were like, "Oh, is Cars gonna actually disqualify them because the owner of that car is a part owner of the whole thing?" And they DQ'd him, and he didn't get the win, which I respect. I'm like, good for them, dude. They were like,
yeah,
we don't care who cheats here. Either way, everybody knows that kid's name now. Everyone's gonna, he beat Larson. He's on people's radars, so good for him.
Yeah.
The next race, I think, is like on the 9th, July 9th. I will be watching.
I would watch if I could.
I mean, we'll figure it out. You might be able to.
Do what?
We'll figure something out.
That's Atlanta race weekend too.
I'd rather put Todd Gilliland in the 10 rather than McDowell.
Yeah, I saw a thing saying Zane Smith. They're talking about putting Zane Smith in the 34 car because FRM they own the truck, and the Front Row Motorsports is that was the rumor that McDowell's out, Zane Smith's in. It'd probably be cheaper to pay Zane Smith maybe, but then also it's like or put Zane Smith in the 10 car. But I was like, then you'd have 2 rookies. I guess.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think I'd rather honestly. I think I'd rather take McDowell.
Yeah, I mean, McDowell can drive.
Yeah, dude.
He gets everything out of the 34 car.
That's what I was just gonna say. We've seen him fight and battle in mid equipment, so
yeah,
I have faith in McDowell. And kind of like with Josh Berry, I like this idea of like older, more mature guys coming in. We've been stacking it with these little teenage boys that look like they're in K-pop bands, and it's nice to know that we are hiring a guy that can grow facial hair, that has to shave regularly.
Yeah. He's got kids.
Right. Like I liked what Junior when he was like, my dad, his first race, what was he like? What did he say? Like
29, 28, 29.
29, yeah. Yeah, he was just name dropping like legends and how old they were. And I was like, hell yeah, dude. Let's get back to that.
Yeah, back in the day, rookies used to be like 31 years old.
Let's get back to that, man. Let's have some
grown men.
Yeah, I would like some grown men in this series.
Well, that's one thing that kind of bothered me. It was one thing like a kid came in, he's 26, but it was like all of a sudden like William Byron's cup racing at like 19, Ty Gibbs is 20. Joey Logano came in at 20 years old.
It's just hard to take the sport as serious when it's like for most fans, they're like, that's this age of like, that's younger than my child. Like, I
Yeah.
can't take this as serious anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
It used to
you
be
have these
like
little boys out here
these
doing.
badass, old grown men.
They're grown
going
men,
after
yeah.
it. Yeah. They got fucking mortgages.
Honestly, I was never. I was pretty big into snowboarding. Never as big into skateboarding. I know you were. Do you remember there was like a shift at some point? And now I've seen in the X Games, it's like 16-year-olds doing it.
Oh yeah, I don't watch X Games anymore, but I've seen things.
And I
And
just
like, yeah,
watch
no,
them.
there's like 12-year-olds.
And I'm like, look, that's impressive as shit. Don't get me wrong. Those kids are
Yeah.
killing it. But I
let's
just
make a
can't
cutoff at
respect
18
this
or something.
sport as much because it's children competing now. And I used to watch grown men doing this. And it's just, it's like, I need to see grown men performing in a sport. I don't know why, but
Oh my
McDowell
God.
just reminds me of Joel Osteen, and I hate him.
I love McDowell, dude. He's so
I don't
nice.
know, man. He doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah, he seems humble. Like,
yeah. Once again, I think it's
I'm
an
just
older and
happy
more
to
mature
fucking be
thing.
here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, look how much better Kyle Busch is now than remember how shitty he was when he came in.
Well,
Ugh.
he's always been a wheel man, but yeah, he used to be a little dick baby. What'd you rate this bad boy?
Oh yeah, I rated it an 8.2.
Okay.
And
8.2,
that came in at number 4 for me at an 8.2. I was actually surprised.
I gave it an 8.6.
Yeah, see, I thought my 8.2 was like kind of low. I was trying to be more tame, and then when I put them in the ranking, I was like, shit, I could have bumped it up.
I did shoot a little high. I really appreciated the side-by-side racing.
It was
The
really good.
next gen on a mile and a higher track puts on a show here. Good to see. We were just talking about how bad some of the races have been. Getting ready to run Atlanta here, another super speedway hybrid. I don't know what the hell to see there.
Another fake super speedway.
Dude, I don't know. It's still a change in the tides. It's like when they first repaved Atlanta, like the last year, the first races was like, dude, this is cool as shit. Like, this is different. This is just weird.
Dude,
but then
you know
now
what?
I'm kind of like we're going to our 4th one, and I'm kind of like, why do we repave this?
Dude, I just decided I'm definitely gonna go because I have not been back to Atlanta since they repaved.
Oh shit!
I definitely got to go.
Well, come on, boy.
All right, I'm gonna make it happen.
All right, make it happen. Bring your clubs.
Oh, I'm for sure, dude. If I'm coming, I'm bringing my clubs. Are you kidding me?
All right, yeah, I'll be excited.
Look, I got a little golf tee right here. I added it to my desk decor.
Oh shit!
I added a little golf.
Cody's coming down too.
Oh, never mind. I don't want to come.
All right.
I'm just kidding. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, is he crashing at the house as well?
Yeah, but we got room.
I know. I'm just saying that'll be tight. We can all hang out and shit.
Yeah. Bring it on.
Yeah, just because Samantha said I think we're doing something the weekend of Bristol. So
if you didn't come to any of them, I'd be like, dude.
That's the thing. I was like,
you own a podcast, sure.
Do I? I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't think the race was great, but NBC does a way better job. I mean, I disagree. I thought it was a really, really good race, but
NBC
does
do
a great job. So I half agree with you on that one, Chris. Chris, I don't know if you remember him. He used to drive for the Chairgatin Erskine car.
Yeah.
He filled in for Christian Eckes when Christian had to stop driving it. And I went on, I think it was like last week, to in the booth for one of the Erskine races. It was fun. I was just shooting the shit with Chris.
I saw that you shared something, and I was like, hey, you didn't even tell me you were doing that.
No, it was like a last second. He like DM'd me. He was like, hey, want to hop on? I'm like, all right, fuck yeah, let's go. So I just like shot the shit with Chris and just like made fun of iRacing dudes. So
cool.
It was fun. Yeah, anybody that is watching, check out Erskine. Chris is their in the booth guy, and he's a lot of fun. He used to drive the 69 Chairgatin car.
So. Yeah, man. And shit, enjoy your off weekend, 4th of July this weekend. It's gonna be fun. I am gonna fucking go swimming, grill out, and just kick it at the house, dude, and be a dad and celebrate America because I don't have any Daytona race to go to for 4th of July.
Yeah,
anymore, so
there's no stock car racing going on, so
not any stock car racing I'd watch.
Dude, you know what I thought about when I was looking at the Cars Tour schedule earlier?
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't think this far in advance, but I was like, man, swing and a miss. If they had a race this weekend, we would have just been promoting that. because I would have
Yeah.
been like, oh, there's a real stock car race this weekend, guys. Check out this other race. Everybody, it's a short track. It's in the
Yeah.
South. It's stock cars. It's everything you want. It's bumping and
Yeah.
banging.
We should have a block party.
Man, okay, I got to talk about Chicago. We got to address Chicago. I know we're gonna make this one short, but
I think if you're going, you're absolutely fucking insane.
we have to address some of these things.
I've seen people like friends on Twitter being like, "Can't fucking wait to get there," and I'm like, ugh.
You guys are just mad because Bubba is gonna win. I hope Bubba wins this thing, dude.
I hope he fucking wins it.
I hope he wins it, man.
That'd be like a huge home run for NASCAR.
That would be great.
Yeah. They would be like, "Oh god."
So everybody's been sharing the beer prices.
Yeah.
This has been going around. I'm trying to pull it up.
I thought my tweet was hilarious. I think it got took down or something because I said, "How much is ammo?"
It got took down.
No, I don't know. Nobody liked it.
Oh, just nobody likes it. Okay. Yeah, no one did like it. That's funny. Here, I'll like it. Yeah, okay. So Busch Light for 1 can of Busch Light is $10.50, and then naturally for a 6-pack it's $63. Same prices go for Michelob Ultra. Those are your only 2 options, by the way. Busch Light and Michelob Ultra. I feel like it would have been perfect if they got Bud Light instead. I mean, it just would have been like the cherry on top. And then they have Dasani water for $3.95. And that's it. Those are your options if you are going to the race in Chicago. That looks a lot. That board reminds me a lot of when you go to a PGA or event.
I literally was gonna say it looks like it'd be at a golf tournament or something.
They take the exact. I swear they're like hiring some firm to put all this together because it literally looks like it was a copy and paste from a PGA event.
I'm already just seeing stuff on Twitter, and I'm like, it's like they're trying to be F1 so fucking hard.
Well, that's the thing. They just
not
wanna be
only am I a
F1.
terrorist, I'm also.
Yeah, they're just trying so hard to be F1, and we've said from the beginning that this race isn't for NASCAR fans, because of the price, because of the location. You know, it's all suites, it's corporate.
And 70% of ticket sales are new fans. Yeah,
I'm getting there. Hold on. I'm getting there. So, you know, we knew all of this with the track layout. None of this was built for NASCAR fans because most NASCAR fans don't want this. I know some people on Twitter are like, I love this. I don't care. Most NASCAR fans don't.
This is huge.
Most NASCAR fans don't fucking want this. Let's be honest.
I keep saying a historic, monumental moment. I keep seeing people say that.
Right.
Like,
no,
really?
This is
so
so
waste
much
of goddamn money.
Yeah, this is terrible. And I saw, I think it was Jeff Gluck or Bob Pockrass said that 70% of ticket sales are first-time NASCAR fans, somebody that has not been to a NASCAR race previously. They will not say how many tickets they've sold, which is kind of my joke. Like they sold 5,000 tickets and then 3,000 of them people got from work. But here's my thing. We've all been talking about how we need to grow the sport, how we need to propel the sport into the future, how it needs to become as big as it used to be. How do we get back to the glory days? I'm proposing we shrink the sport. Fuck everybody, dude. Fuck this new fan base. I don't like them. I don't want them. The 70% that hasn't been to a race, I probably don't want you. If you haven't already been to a race, you probably aren't going to like the races I like. If you think the Chicago street race is good, you will not agree with me on what good racing is. So I don't want you around. I say shrink the sport. I'm full. There's a golf account that I follow on Instagram called Shrink the Game, because like PGA and golf, they had the slogan grow the game. And this account was just talking about how golf is just a bunch of like annoying people now. So they were saying shrink the game. I'm saying shrink the sport, shrink NASCAR.
I just thought of a super funny meme I'm going to get Dalton to make.
Oh God, what is it?
Air, Dalton. You know the meme where it's like someone holding the kid up in the pool, and then the one kid's like drowning,
yeah,
and then it's a skeleton at the bottom of the pool. It's like the mom holding the kid up, and it's like Chicago street race, and then the kid drowning is Iowa.
Okay.
Iowa track, and then the skeleton on the bottom, Chicagoland Speedway.
Dude, text him right now.
I'm on my phone.
Oh
Dang.
God! All right.
I'll text him and get him to make it. That sounds hilarious.
No, I love it.
Or
Yeah.
I thought Bristol Spring Date. Bristol Spring
No,
Date, like drowning.
Chicagoland's the dead track.
Yeah.
That's too perfect. Yeah. Anybody listening, when you see this tweet, now you know you got to go hit retweet because Dakota's gonna get Dalton to do it.
This comes naturally.
Our resident meme maker. Yeah. I don't care about Chicago. Everybody that likes it and is excited for it.
Felicia's been like,
have fun.
Felicia's been like, you know you're gonna watch. It's like I am not watching. I don't even want to be home Sunday. And she's like, you're gonna turn it on. I said, I'm not checking my phone, not looking at shit. At the end of the day, I'll be like, oh, Denny Hamlin won. Oh, okay.
Yep. I'll see who won. I'll probably watch some. I'll watch highlights. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I am gonna watch highlights.
I just don't give a fuck. Or I'll be like, wow, I don't want anyone to get hurt, but I kind of want like some points to be made. Like,
dude, the fact, and I loved your response, the fact that they just made a whole thing about there's just this little amount where in Nashville where they didn't have the safer barrier, Blaney hits it head on, and it was bad. But now we're going to a track that they've just built with
concrete barriers.
With concrete barriers, no safer barriers at all.
Yeah.
Cool.
I got some tire barriers.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Glad
I literally saw the animation this morning, like the animation "Welcome to Chicago," and it did like a lap around the track.
Yeah,
that was the first time I've ever seen anything about this. Like, I haven't purposely just scrolled past anything that said anything about this. And today I saw like the little animation of around the laps, and I was like, "There's like 8 90-degree turns."
Yes,
and I'm like,
dude.
"What?" I was like, "What do they think's gonna happen here?"
This is what I've been saying the whole time. This layout makes no fucking sense for NASCAR at all.
Stage cautions. I hope and they're all like, "This is gonna be a calamity crash fest." I hope it goes caution free and is boring as shit.
It'll be a calamity crash fest because it's all 90-degree turns and they'll be going 20 miles an hour. Like, this thing is so stupid.
And then I keep seeing like our alumni of the show, Jordan Bianchi and Jeff Gluck, were talking. They said it's not a. They said, I was kind of like, dude, shut up. They were talking about. They said it's not about the race, it's about the event. And I was like, that is the most F1 goddamn thing you could say. They said this is an event. They said we all know the racing's not going to be.
I hate that mentality.
And I was like, then why are we doing it? Why are we doing any of this?
You want to have an event? You want to have an event? Go throw a party in Nashville, rent out a bar, sell tickets to NASCAR fans, have a concert with Kid Rock.
Drivers, you know.
That's an event. Yeah, have autographs with drivers. That's an event, and that's cool. NASCAR fans like events. This is an actual fucking race, dude. This is not just an event.
For points.
This
with
is
stage race or with stage points for fucking the championship.
What an insane take to just be like,
if this was the All-Star race, whatever, dude. Sure, whatever.
I
allow the Coliseum thing.
Yeah.
Okay? But this crosses all my lines. And then the chain smokers on Saturday night, and all the drivers mandatory have to be there. You think Kevin Harvick gives a goddamn shit about the chain smokers? Like, if I'm there, I mean, of course that would be cool. But you know what? I don't care about Miranda Lambert on Sunday. Who the fuck is watching that?
Or the chain smokers. I don't. What is it? I don't
like
fucking.
The chain smokers.
I don't listen to
Felicia
I don't know any of their music.
And she's got me listening. Like, I don't play them, but like if I was at a bar and a song came on,
drinking Bud Light, you'll listen to
if I just opened my Bud Light and the Chainsmokers came on, you know. Well, and it's not even like it's not like I really even care, but it is like a bigger artist. I'm like, wow, y'all got the Chainsmokers.
I guess they could get
NASCAR,
any artist. They just choose bad.
Well, yeah, they can get Luke Combs 8 times in a row.
I mean, who do they get? I know we've had this talk, but like, I don't know. How do you please everybody?
Chase Rice, fucking.
But who
Chase
would you
Rice.
get? Who
would I get? Kid Rock.
Yeah, dude. Just get Kid Rock. That would be a grand slam.
Now, hey,
in NASCAR.
Dega, I'm not even a Hardy fan, but Dega Fall Race getting Hardy is pretty huge.
Getting who?
They're getting Hardy to play Dega Fall Race.
Who's that?
Hardy. I don't like his music, so I'm not trying to defend him. But he's a pretty huge country artist right now.
I don't even know who that is, dude. I swear to God.
I think he's a dickhead, but
What's his
for
name?
what-
How do you spell it?
Hardy, Hardy.
Like the
He's
restaurant?
probably heard one. Hardy, Hardy.
Yeah, like the
You've
restaurant.
definitely heard one of his songs. Like he's got all these songs. He's on the radio. Like he's a radio.
Wait, is
artist.
this Kid Rock's illegitimate child?
Dude, that's the thing. He's a wannabe Kid Rock.
He looks like
I think he's a. I think he's a.
overweight
I
Kid
think he's
Rock.
I think he's a poser. But everybody loves his music.
You know
I
what?
don't. I don't.
He's from
But,
like middle of nowhere, Mississippi. So I mean, I'll give him
No,
that.
he's actually like a good. He plays like rock country, and that annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But
This dude looks just like a wannabe Kid Rock.
he was at Nashville too, hanging out with Noah Gregson. That was the whole thing.
Yeah, I've never heard of this guy in my
banging old
life,
lady.
dude.
He's got a banging old lady. I can't believe you haven't. Dalton jerks off to this dude.
Well, I guess we
Anyways,
won't
bottom
know.
of the story, Dega's got him playing the infield concert, and like he's huge right now. Yeah, this is Hardy. No,
I don't
just
know.
keep playing it. Keep playing it. Keep playing it. Yeah, this is like Morgan Wallen's.
Yeah. I'm not gonna keep playing it. I'm sorry, I can't.
Well, the song like has a beat breakdown right there.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
Okay.
That's why I said I didn't want to defend it.
It
Hardy
sounds
is
like
not
you're a big
country.
fan
See,
of
thank
Hardy.
you. I just was sticking up for Dega. Okay,
Do you have
sticking up for Dega.
Do you have a tattoo Hardy by chance? A Hardy tattoo? On your...
Like the phone flips. There's like a poster right here.
I'm not a fan.
Fuck.
Pantera tribute band. I mean, infield at Dega at somebody's campsite, you might find that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have an off weekend.
Yeah, I'm not watching. I'm celebrating freedom. You know,
yeah.
shoot a gun.
Y'all can watch it if you want, man. That's yeah. We're not interested. Sorry.
Hell yeah.
this is gonna end on such a downer note.
Anyways, this downer episode was brought to you by eatsofficial.com. Discount code Chairgatin at shipping for 10% off. Go get you a pair. Look cool at any race that's not in a city full of ammunition. But yeah, another episode in the books. I think we're going to be off next week because we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Because we don't have a race, yeah, so we don't have anything to talk about. We'll see. I mean, you know.
Well, we'll see what happens. And, you know, stay tuned. Atlanta's coming up. We'll be dropping all kinds of pictures and videos and chugging beers.
Sounds like I'll be there.
Sounds like you're coming.
I think I got to make it work, man.
Yeah, I mean, don't hurt yourself. But if you want to come on.
All right. Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace.